This is a little area where I've started to blend with the pencil, and I have worked with a reddish colored pencil or a violet colored pencil. And all I did was keep the pencil point sharp, keep working on the little edge, and as I worked from one side to the other of the rectangle, I just decreased the pressure of the pencil. So eventually, by the time I got clear up here, it was just the weight of the pencil making the light colored mark. Then I went back in with another color, and when I did the same thing with the other color, going in the other direction and working back into the first color. And take your time, and this is where the patience really comes in. I'm very patient when I do this. I'm not always patient with everything else, but I am very patient with this. And as I work, I turn the pencil, and you can see why colored pencil takes a long time to do. So as I keep working, I'm just applying the color, and I'm trying to really apply it very smoothly. And I'm using not really, really heavy pressure, but I'm using a medium pressure. And here it doesn't really matter, and I can keep the pressure going pretty much almost to halfway. But as I begin to approach halfway, now I'm lightening up and lightening up. And I'll adjust this as I go. It's not going to be perfect as I work on it. It takes a while to get it to this point. But the reason I do this is that it gives you a lot of control with the pencil. It gives you a really good eye for judging how evenly the pencil's going on. And the blends that you can make and the changes in value are what make things look realistic. Yes, it helps to be able to draw. Yes, you need to be able to draw. You need to understand what perspective is. You need to understand foreshortening. All that has to do with drawing and proportion. But when you get to the color part, the color is really important, and the changes in color and value are what make objects look three-dimensional. Now, this is the way I'd start. It doesn't even really matter where I work. Actually, I can do this while I'm working on or talking on the telephone, because some of this, and I hate to say this word, but really it's true, is sort of mindless. But as I get into the part that's really critical here, where I begin to blend the two colors together, then I start having to make judgments. And I really need to stop talking, and I really need to start doing. So I'm not going to finish the whole thing, but I will show you when I would get down to this point. You see how I've already started to grip the pencil a lot farther back. I'm not pressing very hard, and I would put a little bit of color here. My overlapping circles will probably get a little bit bigger, and I will turn and work from different angles to try and get the color to evenly go on. And I can even go back and forth like this, and I won't get stroke overlap here, but it just helps to put the color on very, very lightly. And then as I work back in, I'll just use more and more pressure. And then I go back in and just check and pick at little points that look like they need to have more color. And eventually this will just turn out to be very, very smooth and gradually work into the darker, so that when I'm finished, it'll look pretty much like this.